On behalf of AQUA Plus, we would like to thank you for purchasing the most innovative and the most advanced ionic mineral home water system that's available on the market today. This home system is going to give you alkaline water that has a pH of 9 to 10 that will come directly from your faucet. This in-home system is going to allow you to be able to enjoy and to be able to taste the wonderful flavor of the alkaline water that you find right here in AQUA bottled water. So what's the benefit of having an in-home water system? Well, because of the fact that the same water that's coming out of your water system is the exact same product that you're going to find in AQUA bottled water, you can actually refill bottles over and over and over again. So that's going to stop the carbon footprint, and on top of it, it's going to save you money, possibly hundreds and even thousands of dollars annually, as you enjoy the wonderful taste of AQUA water. So let's discuss alkaline water. There are a lot of alkaline waters out on the market today, and we need to ask the question, what's the difference? There are some alkaline waters that are simply raising the pH of the water to make the water alkaline. This in itself does not bring a health benefit. And at AQUA Plus, we realize that. What brings health benefit is the infusion of ionized minerals. That's what brings the health benefit. With AQUA Plus, what we do is we have a proprietary type of system and an infusion system that will actually infuse ionized calcium, ionized potassium, and ionized magnesium into the water. So what is the benefit for you? As you drink the water in this ionized state, this allows your body to absorb these minerals directly into your system at the cellular level. And on top of it, the water becomes super hydrating, which brings incredible health benefits to your body. So there are alkaline waters out there that say that they have mineral content. But what are the minerals that are inside that water? Well, we do know one thing, that these minerals, they're not ionized. What they are, they're hard minerals. What's the difference? A hard mineral does not absorb into your body as easily, which means that you basically pass the mineral and then you lose all the health benefits. That's the difference between ionization and a hard mineral. You're going to be able to enjoy ionic mineral water 365 days out of the year. You're going to be able to cook with it. You're going to be able to make drinks with it. You're going to enjoy it. The other thing that you're going to find is that it's a simple system, that you're not going to have to be fiddling with it. You're not going to have to change the filters all the time like you would some other water systems. AQUA Plus water, it offers great taste, it offers great value, and it offers health benefits that you need, you can trust, and you deserve. AQUA Plus. Drink it and feel the difference. Now that we've discussed all the benefits of your in-home water system, we need to get ready to install it. Installation is actually really simple. Let's gather a couple of tools. We're going to need a screwdriver. That'll be a flathead. A Phillips screwdriver. We're going to need an adjustable pair of pliers. A crescent wrench. And two drill bits. 1/4 inch and the other a 1/2 inch. And of course, we're going to need some type of drill. It can be either a cordless or a corded drill. The next thing we want to do is we want to be able to identify the parts of your in-home water system. Right here is the filter set. This is going to be your storage tank. The next thing that we have is going to be our faucet. We also have our faucet hardware. Then we have our hex nut. And then we have our water system valve. Here we have our on and off valve that is used on top of the storage tank. The next is the drain adapter hardware. This is the filter housing removal tool. And our colored tubing. So now let's begin the installation. The first thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to find your cold water source that's going to be underneath your sink. Once you find it, you're going to want to turn that into the off position. Once it's in the off position, you're going to go ahead and you're going to remove the flex hose that's attached. Once it's detached, what you're going to do is you're going to take your hex nut and you're going to place it where that flex hose was. So you go ahead and you place it on to that receptacle. After that's complete, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go ahead and take your valve for your water system and you're going to want to go ahead and place it right here within the hex nut and make that attachment nice and snug. So once your hex nut has been placed on your cold water source and you went ahead and you placed the valve on top that's going to be leading to your in-home water system, you can take the flex hose that was there originally and put it back onto the hex nut right here. So the next thing that we're going to need to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to find either our orange or red hose. And what we're going to do is we're going to place and connect that hose to the valve that should be leading back to the water system. And it's really simple. All you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and place it inside like this, and you're going to go ahead and tighten it down and make sure that you can't pull it out when you're done. Believe it or not, we're on step 2 already. All we're going to need to do is go under our sink and we're going to need to find the drain, and you're going to see that the drain and the tube that actually comes down from your drain is going to look something like this. Maybe not as long, but it's going to look something like this in this circumference. One of the things that we need to do is we need to go ahead and we need to drill a hole with our 1/4-inch bit into that drain pipe. Before you attach the drain adapter to your drain pipe, one of the things we need to do is we need to take this gasket that comes with your hardware, and you want to make sure you take the hole and you basically place the hole where the hole is on the drain adapter, just like so. To attach your drain pipe assembly, of course, you're going to identify your drain pipe. You're going to go ahead and take the drain pipe assembly, place it on there, and you're going to go ahead and use a Phillips screwdriver at this point to tighten it up. You want to tighten it tight, not too tight, because we're still dealing with plastic pieces. So now what we need to do is we need to take our black drain hose and we need to attach it to the drain housing. And so all we have to do is simply go ahead and screw it on just like this. We want to screw it on nice and tight. Once your drain hose has been properly attached, you want to kind of tug on it, make sure that it's not going to pull out, that it's in there nice and snug. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to attach our yellow hose that's going to go to the storage tank. When we get to the valve up on top, we want to just push it in the hole and then tug on it, make sure it's in there nice and tight. So our next step is to install our faucet. What you want to do is you want to locate somewhere up on your sink, usually next to your original faucet, and what we're going to do is we're actually going to drill a hole with our 1/2-inch drill bit, and we're going to go ahead and place this part of the faucet through the hole. So now it's time to attach the faucet. What we have is a 1/2-inch hole that we need to be able to place it through. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this piece here and we're going to add it to the base of the faucet. This is going to be the base for the faucet. Then we're going to go ahead and take the bottom part of the faucet, where the threads are, and we're going to place it through the 1/2-inch hole, like so. So now we have it there. Then once we're underneath the sink, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and take this plastic piece, we're going to add it to it, so that's going to give us a little bit more leverage. Then what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to take this piece here, that's going to be like locking, it's going to help us to lock the nut that we're going to be placing on the base of the faucet. We're just going to go ahead and screw that on. And once we get it on there, we can go ahead and use and tighten it up using our crescent wrench at this point. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do this right now for us. So the next thing we need to do is we need to take our blue hose and we need to attach it to the faucet. The way we're going to do that is within our hardware we have a coupler that we use. We've seen the coupler before as well. And another part, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're just going to attach it here to the bottom. And we're going to go ahead and make sure that it's on nice and tight. And when it's on there, we want to tug on it and make sure it doesn't come out. So now what we're going to start doing is attaching the hoses to the cartridge system. The first one we're going to attach is the one for the faucet. That's going to be our blue hose. If we look at our cartridge system, you're going to see that there's an area that has a piece that's going to be blue. If you remove that piece from the top cartridge very carefully, making sure that the blue inside is still there, what we're going to do is we're going to take that and we're going to slide it in, and we're going to push it in, and we're going to lock it and tug and make sure it's a good fit. So now the yellow hose that was attached to our water tank, what we're going to do is we're going to attach that to the opposite side of where the faucet was attached, and you're going to see that there is also a yellow piece. All we have to do is gently pull that out and then make the proper attachment. So let's go ahead and we're going to attach our drain hose. Remember, that's the black hose. So if we look on our cartridge system, we're going to find this black piece. We're going to gently pull that rubber piece out. And what we're going to do is we're going to attach the black hose. So you're going to go ahead and put it in and then tug on it, make sure it's in nice and tight. So now we're going to go back to our cold water feed. That's going to be our orange and or red hose, depending on what color hose you received with your system. And we want to make sure that it's in nice and tight at the valve that's going to be at the cold water feed. And then we're going to go ahead and take the other end of the hose and we're going to go to the cartridge system. We're going to go ahead and find the red piece, the red indicator. We're going to gently pull that out and we're going to go ahead and attach now the orange and or red hose. So before we supply cold water through the system, we have to make sure of one thing, that all of the valves supplying water to the system are on before the cold water source. So you want to make sure that the valve that's leading to the cartridge system is on, and on the tank, you also want to make sure that it is on. The way that you know that it is on is that the valve itself is going to run parallel to the water line. So now let's take a look at cartridge replacement for your in-home system. Depending on usage, your cartridges should be replaced once a year. So before we change the cartridges in our in-home system, we want to be sure that we turn all of our valves in the off position. So you want to go to your cold water feed, the valve that's there, turn it completely off, and then of course at the holding tank, you want to turn it this way so that it is perpendicular to the line. Now you're provided a tool to help you to loosen the cartridges up. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and take it, place it right underneath, and we're going to go ahead and loosen it up, pull it down. And you want to be careful as you're loosening the cartridge housing, there's water inside. Okay, so you're going to come straight down, be very, very careful. And then what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and take the cartridge out and dispose of it appropriately. And go ahead and take your new cartridge, put it in. You want to make sure you put the right cartridge in there, the one that matches the one that was prior. So remember, when we are replacing with the new filter, we want to make sure we're using the matching filter as well as the new filter, taking off any of the plastic that's there before we put it back into the cartridge. So we're going to place it back in, the plastic is off, we're going to come back to our in-home system, and we're going to simply put the cartridge back on like so. And then we're going to go ahead and hand tighten it, and then we're going to go ahead and take our tool and we're going to give it a good tightening here to make sure that no water's leaking. Now don't forget, after you've changed one filter, you got 2 more filters to go. So we want to do that same process for the other 2 filters. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to replace our ionic calcium alkaline water filter. The important part of this installation is we need to pay attention to the language on the front of the filter. What we're going to see is the word flow. The word flow on the original is right here, so we want to continue to pay attention to that. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and take the post-carbon filter off the top, just like this, bring it down. And then we can take these brackets off, just like so. And then This is the use for your flathead screwdriver. What we're going to do is we're going to come over and sort of behind, and we're going to pry off this L bracket like this. Nice and easy. Try not to break anything. Just like that, really easy. Okay, so we're going to put that aside so that we know where it goes. It's going to go in that direction. Continuing to remember the word flow. Now we're going to come over here, and we're going to do it to the other side as well. Pulling that off. Very good. Okay, very simple. So here we have it. Now we're going to go ahead and take that off, just like that. Put it to the side. We're going to take our new filter. We're going to go ahead and take the caps off. Take these rubber pieces off as well. Seeing the word flow, we're going to place it right in here like this. Perfect fit, perfect match. And so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and place this back on. Make sure it's nice and tight. And we're going to go ahead and take the post-carbon filter. We're going to put it back on as well. So here we go, just like this. So we have it on, so I'm just going to place this down over here behind the cartridge unit. We're going to go ahead and put the brackets on. Like that. Like that. Very good. And then we're going to place the post-carbon on top, just like that. So now for the last time, we just want to make sure that the cartridge is installed properly and that the water is going to be flowing in the right direction. So if we look to the front, we're going to see, yes, that it is moving in the right direction. It's exactly the way the original cartridge was set. The next thing we're going to do is you're going to go back to your valves, and you're going to go ahead and turn your valves back on, and you're going to be ready to go. This concludes the installation and the annual cartridge replacement of your AQUA 9+ Ionic Mineral Water System. This in-home water system is going to serve you well for many years. For family and friends who do not have a water system, you can recommend or refer them to retail stores that have our bottled water. It's the exact same quality water that you have in your home. We also at select stores have kiosks where you can fill up 5-gallon jugs and be able to take it with you as well. We appreciate you choosing us, even though we know that there's many systems out on the market, but this system is, we feel, the best. If you'd like to learn more about our water, you can always go to our website, aqua9plus.com, and we would surely appreciate it if you would like us on Facebook. AQUA 9+. Drink it and feel the difference.